Where will pen? Okay, question number 1. Did anyone get that wrong? Studies have shown that if kids get the first question right, they always do better on the test. I try to put an easy one first. Number 2 is a giveaway. All you had to do was be paying attention that day. Study of matter and energy and the relationship. You're not going to get away with the study of everything. Sorry, Sheldon. Number 3, all you got to do is read the graph. Some people made it way harder than they needed to be. Just look at the graph. It's about 160 cubic centimeters. Just look at the graph. Number 4 was another Christmas present. If you had 3 things and some words after it, I gave you 6 marks. Like, really, Christmas present, right? Unless they were really bad. There was a couple out there that were sort of stretching my patience. Okay, number 5. Now, there's 10 marks right there, right? That is big. Okay? 4 marks for the graph. Lots of people, I probably should make more of a point of this in class to describe what an actual graph looks like, but I expect labeled axes and I expect a title. Distance versus time. If you've got a circle up top of the graph, I'm looking for a label. Distance versus time. You got 1 mark for putting the dots on, 1 mark for the axes, 1 mark for the title. The units of the slope are meters per second. There was the odd person that had the distance and the time backwards. It's meters and seconds, so your unit of slope are meters per second. And what is the meaning of the slope? I was looking for the word velocity, but I accepted speed. It's the speed. It's how fast it's going. Draw the line of best fit. You got a mark for doing this. Determine the equation of the line of best fit. I was looking for slope. You should have got a slope of around, I got minus 3.1, but a lot of people got minus 2.6. I realized that I didn't spend a lot of time giving you instruction on the y-intercept, and so I allowed just people doing that and saying the b is about 20. If you had b anywhere near 20, I gave it to you. Because I realized I didn't spend a lot of time on that. And then y equals minus 3.1x plus 20. And if I saw something along these lines, you got the mark. And I think I got minus 11. People got various answers depending on what they gave you. It's real important for you to show me what you're doing. I am very generous with marks if you show me what your thought process is. Okay? You need to learn how to write tests, a lot of you. You really do. Okay? There should never be a question of, should I show you this? Because the answer is always going to be yes. Always will be yes. Show me more. Are you guys going to be okay? No? I know. I'll try to get through this quick if I can, but cover it and then maybe we can go down. Any questions about that page? Please show me more work and then less. Label your stuff, make it nice and neat, organized. You're going to get the marks. Someone passes out, I guarantee you will go down. Yeah, are you getting there? How about we get through... I'll get up to number 12 and then we'll go down to this. How's that sound? Can I make a deal with you? Get halfway? Okay. So number 6, complete the sentence, the scientific model is. Okay, people, if it's got a little tiny line like that in there, it doesn't mean write your answer in that line. It doesn't mean that. Okay, do I have to make it smaller? I had at least half the class try to squeeze their answer in there. Yeah, I said a few words last night, Mark. It doesn't mean that. What do you think the big white space down below is for? Give me an example. A scientific model is a conceptual representation of something that we cannot picture, or it's too big to picture, or it's too small to picture, or something like that, right? People gave me examples like the globe, the solar system model, the atomic model. Those are all good ones. Okay? And why does it change over time? Because new information is found out about it and you have to revise the model. That's what that's for. Chloe, I need to put that away. What is its scientific theory? Okay, now I have to, sorry, you're going to have to listen to me rant here. A scientific theory is not. Some people will have the word no written on there. It is not something that has not been proven yet. That is, what's the word? From the guy, the weird-looking guy on the video? Rubbish.
The guy you barely understand.
Yeah. Theories are not unproven laws. Not true. Everyone believes that. If you wrote that, that's because you weren't paying attention that day, because I was very clear about that. Theories are not unproven laws. Theories are ways of explaining phenomena that we observe. It's an explanation, that's all it is. It is not a guess. It has not been proven. Can you ever prove a theory? No, it will never be proven. Remember me writing? Theories, laws, oh, it was hypothesis, I think, right? Hypothesis to theories to laws. Not true. Doesn't exist. It's not the way it works. It's what people think, and they are wrong. Remember Governor Perry? Him talking about the global warming, just a theory? Of course it's a theory. It's explaining what's going on. It's supposed to be a theory. Okay, so examples are things like, if it's got the word theory after, it's a pretty good idea that's what it's called. That's what it is. Theory of evolution. Big Bang Theory. Those are the two most common ones that people give me. Okay, it's explanation. Difference between robust and speculative. Robust means there is lots of evidence. Speculative means there is little evidence. Man-made climate change is robust. There's a lot of evidence behind that. It is not just a theory. It will never be proven, but there will be more and more evidence that leads us to believe that it is true. And that leads into number 4, explain the difference between how we use the word theory in common use and in the scientific sense. In common use, we say theory as in guess, not proven. That is not the definition. In the scientific sense, it's simply an explanation for what we observe. That's what the scientific theory is.
You don't know what that's an explanation for.
A law is not a proven theory. It is not true. No, 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 no. A law is a regularity or pattern. I can't even write because my hand's sticking to the... It's a regularity or pattern. It's something that always happens. For example, Bennett's law says the first test of physics grade 11 is hard and the marks are low. I have a theory behind it. I explained it to you. Kids aren't ready for it. They haven't learned to work yet. And I keep adding evidence to it. Every year, it's the same old thing. And then they start working, and the marks go up.
1 year, some brainiac class, we come out.
Does one person, are there people in grade 11 that get good marks? Absolutely. That doesn't disprove it, right? There's a reason for it. They're ready.
So you do the majority of the class, not bad marks, not all.
I'm not saying bad marks, just marks that they're not used to. Lower than what they expect.
And you got to like 100 or 9 on this test.
Okay, so a law that I was looking for, a good example, people always write the law of gravity. Can you tell me what the law of gravity is? I don't really know that exists. You could say that what goes up must come down. I'll accept that. Newton's laws are a good one. Any of the other laws that you might have learned about. That kind of thing. I got 3 more to go, okay? I know. I'm as hot as you are. Enter the following data. Oh, yeah, okay. So here, punch it in. Done, right? I was looking for the... Some people got 2.5 because they didn't have the acronym.
Yep.
Number 10. The law of parsimony says what? The simplest explanation is usually the correct one. So of those 5, you have to pick which one has the simplest explanation, the least number of assumptions. There was a couple people that picked number 2. Why is Jake playing on this? Jake hasn't completely believed Bennett's law. It says you have to work and pay attention to class. Okay? I think, and the vast majority of you picked number 5. That's the simplest explanation. Right? People gave me number 2. I took it if you gave me a bit of an explanation. Okay.
The wind clearly.
Yeah, right, the wind.
That's always the alien.
Number 11, draw a scale diagram. You need a scale. Scales must begin with the words 1 centimeter equals. There's no other way except 1 millimeter or 1 inch to start your scale. It must begin with 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter on paper is equal to 25 kilometers per hour. Yes, 1 centimeter represents a speed of 25 kilometers per hour. Lots of people did not put the per hour. Sorry, I'm going to be harsh about it. It's important. Okay? It shows me that you're really not sure you understand scale. You might just be lazy, and that might have been the reason, but you'll learn next. Okay? It's important. West of south. I had, to be quite honest, you guys, I've never seen this many people get directions backwards in a class. There's 32 of you, so I guess that might explain it, right? I had so many people not get east and west right. Like, I bet you there was 8 or 9 people that got east and west backwards. That can't happen. It cannot happen, you guys. Okay, there was that, and there was other things. So it's 75 west of south. You must draw a reference line showing south. You must. How else am I going to measure it to know that you got it right? And I literally measured every one this time because they were so off. Okay? You have to draw that line. Okay? And then 75 west of south. So way over there. I need an arrowhead. Don't be lazy. If it's 25 kilometers per hour, and it's supposed to be 125, then this should be 5 centimeters. How did I get that? 125 divided by 25, or 5. Okay? Where is the angle? 75. Right there. Okay? There was so many people that had it like this. And they had their angle like this. Okay? Make a note on your little analysis sheet how you did that wrong. Don't make that mistake again. You're going to have lots of opportunities to fix that. Okay? But there was time. Okay. I would like to leave because I didn't realize there was going to be this many people away. So 12 and 13 and 14 will leave for Monday.